How's it going? Since the last time we spoke, a lot has changed, so I want to give you a bit of an update as to what's going on, where we're headed, what the plans are. As you can see, cars have been sitting for a while. Mine not so long, but I mean by now it's been a few weeks, which is not ideal. Z has been sitting for a good while, but it's almost ready to be back. So the next big change was this. I don't know if you remember, but before we used to just have this old person cabinet thing, and we had a little red toolbox on top of that, and that was about it. Stored the jack stands in the cupboards of that. But now we have all of this. We started with just buying this, and then just recently my nan and pop actually randomly just gifted this to us. I was at work one day and I was told that there's a present at home, and then I came home and this was here. Well, it wasn't built, but the box was here, and then we built it the same day. So big shout out to them. Another big thing we got is this little lamp here. It's actually pretty insane. Boom. Probably doesn't look that bright on camera in the daylight, but it's really good, because at nighttime we only have that, and then when you have like the hood up from where that is, it just creates more shadow into the like engine bay, so it's kind of useless and not very bright anyways. So we got this. It'll be mounted like up here eventually. Just needs a few screws. So what I've been doing with help from my girlfriend Tiana is a lot of things really. Much needed maintenance is what we've been doing. So valve cover gaskets, I've had them in my room just waiting to be put on for months and months, but I just was so lazy. I kind of, to be honest, fell out of love with working on cars in general, this one and that one. I was just like distracted by other things, but I'm back into it now. So we got both valve cover gaskets on at the moment, and the throttle body. Also, I have bled the brakes. They were feeling pretty bad, so I figured I'd finally really bleed them, and which was super easy. You know how it goes. Come yet, which is why it's not put back together. I'm just waiting. And we also on did that gasket, which thermostat. I should be able to replace that. This one was super simple, until coolant went everywhere, but that's alright. And I need a hose for there, which was this one. But as you can see, hella fucked up. So we found some old hose that Tiana had and tried to put it on, but it was a bit too thick on the, like the walls were a bit too thick. So I think for now I'm gonna put this on, and I know it's probably not really recommended, but it's not like there's tons of oil or hopefully not too much pressure going through this, so I can run it for like a week, maybe just a few days. Just, I want to drive this car, man. So I've got it hooked on one side down there, and then it's got to plug in to this side, so I got to cut it, you know, around here or whatever, pop it on, put the clamp back on, bolt everything back on, put the throttle cables back on, and then it's pretty much good to go. Put the airbox back on. So bad, and you saw this one already. Like, I mean, just look at this. Look at that. So bad. That car's been sitting for longer than mine. But if you look at mine, on the covered side, there's so much sand sitting on the wipers. It's like, oh my god, bro. This, so far, is my to-do list. I've got suspension that I need to look at. All the bushings are pretty bad, I'm pretty sure. And the power steering system is all just, I don't even know. I don't even know what's wrong with it. The previous owner did some weird thing. I'll show you. I'll show you. So you might have noticed it when I was showing you all this stuff, but this is the power steering reservoir. And as you can see, we've got some jank thing going on. There should be a cap here that, you know, you unscrew, and there's a little plastic like bit coming down, which is like your dipstick, and that's how you check your level. But no, I have a hose going into it for some reason. The guy did explain it when I bought it, but I've since forgotten. So basically the pump is under this and like over there, and I think this is coming from the pump and rerouting fluid back into the reservoir. I don't know why, But he said that was the only way he could fix whatever problem there was. So that's what I got to deal with for now. And it's of course leaking, like on every LS400 power steering is leaking. So I have to top it up every now and then until I fix it. So getting this off is just so annoying. I also got a tripod, so now I can have the camera posted up like that. All nice. So I'm going to line up the old hose with that new one, mark it, cut it, and then bang it on. Blue pen? No. So I've marked it about roughly where I'm going to cut it. And grab a little razor blade. There's one on the floor, perfect. Alright, it's cut. So now to see if it'll go back on, I need this clamp. Put it on hose. Alright, it's kind of on there. I think I need to put the rest of it back together and then slide it on fully. So I'll chuck this coolant line back on. Take out this paper towel. It's been soaked in coolant. Did its job. And weasel this all back into place. So what was confusing me is this line here. It's a coolant line that needs to go right there. But I couldn't figure out how to get it back in. I thought maybe, over this side, in there, nut wouldn't work. And then I thought in here, cut across, which fit, but didn't seem to fit enough. But I just looked at a video, and that is where it goes. So I'm going to try and weasel it back in there. Oh, would you look at that? So I'm just putting it back together. I forgot to record putting this back on, but I'm recording now. Camera stopped recording. I don't know how much you guys missed. So I started the car. Everything's back together. Chilling. Although the coolant just dropped. It was here and then it just shot down to there. Oh, it came off fine. But so I'll go get some coolant. I don't know what that noise is. So in the last clip I started the car for the first time after doing up all the work, putting everything back together, and the coolant dropped a little bit, which I thought was a bit concerning, but it wasn't. There was just air in the system, which I need to fill it up again actually. But yeah, there was just air in the system that had to get out, so that's why it dropped so much. And there was also, I had a bad coolant cap on, so I had to get a new one because that one was not holding pressure. Looks nice and fresh in my opinion. That hose that I was talking about, it came in, so I put the new hose on. But now that everything's all back together, it's all how it should be. The car is running a lot better actually, and it's holding temperature where it should be. It used to fluctuate quite a bit. It would never overheat, but it would go above where it's supposed to, getting up there. But now with the new thermostat and coolant cap to keep the pressure in properly, it stays at a good temp finally. And the new spark plugs that I put in, they are making it run a lot smoother as well, which is really nice. So that's about it for this maintenance job. Next up is suspension, I think. I got to tackle the bushings, and I really want to get some new coilovers because at the moment I'm on the classic max speeding rods. And on this strut, the little knob that adjusts your softness or hardness of your like springs just comes off, which it's not supposed to. There should be a little screw going through it that goes into this that, you know, holds it on so you can actually turn it. See, this is a good one. You can hear it click when I turn. That's it adjusting, but obviously on the other one it just comes right off, so it, you know, it doesn't do anything. So that's kind of annoying. So I don't know what it is set at, or if that's actually really like damaging or like affecting the ride quality, which it probably is because it doesn't feel very nice riding on it. Drink of the day today is the watermelon lemonade Celsius. One of my favorites. Really can't go wrong with it. Nice little quality of life feature, and something that actually makes my car roadworthy again, that I did, was adding the license plate lights back in. I mean, they were there before, but the bulbs were completely blown, so there was just no lights, which is illegal in Australia. So not only does it look better, it also makes my car legal. Just before I end it, I want to give you a quick update on the Z because Tiana's been going hard on it. It's almost ready. Oh, I need two hands. Hold on. There we go. Man, look at that. It's really coming back together. So the Z, or the VG I guess, had fueling issues. The injectors, at least one of them was leaking fuel out the top. So she got all new injectors and just did a whole bunch of cleaning up and fixing a bunch of other stuff while she was already in here. Paint stripped the balance tube, polished it up. Looks pretty good. Looking really nice. Much better than that black. And then these little lines, I actually don't know what they are. Paint stripped them too, polished them. Looks super nice. Got a new fuel filter. And got a new air filter. Last one she had, it was a K&N one, but it was super disgusting. Like, was not working at all really. But yeah, just a couple more things that need to be put back together, and then it's back on the road. The throttle cable actually stripped when she was trying to put it back on, so that's the main thing she's waiting for. And she also just needs to adjust the throttle position sensor through a laptop, which is next on the list. And obviously put the battery back in, and then it's good to go. And then it will get a nice wash, because it deserves one. It's so sad seeing it all dusty. I'll leave it there for today's video, and it's enough yapping from me. But in the next video, I'm going to be tackling either the suspension or the power steering. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, it really does mean a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Not perfectly clean.